Hi there, Joka here from A Pocket Full of Happiness, and in this video I'm going to show you some projects that I've created with the new Penguin Holiday die set. This is a summer holiday set, not Christmas, and I'm also going to be using this background, the Whirlpool background. I thought that kind of fits what I had on mind. Okay, so this is on purpose that it's moving the screen. I wanted to show you because I often get questions how I keep my die cuts. That is how. They are all over the place, and I just cannot keep the whole frame, the whole thing in the frame. So, but that's how I really die cut everything first, and then I start gluing things together. And in fact, I glue everything together except one of everything. So if I have multiple things, I glue everything together before I start recording, just so that I have most of the things out of the way. And so at this point, when I'm recording, I only have one of these specific floaty, and I have one of the duck floaty. I have one of the chilling penguin, and I have one of the dancing one or surfing one, because I like to show you how everything is put together, but for that I don't need to have everything in the way on my desk. So I'm also using a white gel pen just to add some little accents, and this floaty. So you see that the eye is die cut out of the big piece. So this is what I normally do. I just add a little bit of a copy paper that will hold this in all the little pieces in place. And as you see, I always add a second layer of everything, and then it's nice and sturdy. So this wave I die cut from white and from a pool color, which is a little bit darker than my background will be. And I created two A2 size cards and one that will be 5 by 7 inches. So I guess it would be nice to add some embossing to the background maybe, but I didn't even think about it in the moment, so it's just gonna be simple. So that was the shark, and look, this is the beak of the penguin. There are tiny pieces here, but with the tweezers it's simple. And then the sunglasses, or maybe you can consider these as what are those called? The swimming glasses. I feel like they have goggles, I guess. Maybe you can consider them that too. The only reason I did not use black for the glasses, because the penguin is also black and it just did not stand out. So that's why I decided to create colorful glasses. And I'm actually adding them to every single one of my penguins today, so you cannot see their eyes, but now that I'm working on it, you can actually see what it looks like. So this is the chilling one, the one that's lying on its back. So you see that odd oval shape is for the flippers. They are called flippers, right? And on the other type of penguin, that's gonna look different. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and then I'm going to now show you the other version. The beak is the same, and I feel like there's even one more extra piece which I didn't use because it did not make any difference. That would be the top part on that background, I think, as far as I remember. So I used 3 different oranges for that, actually, or maybe actually just 2. just so that you see the details. And then there are these two odd shapes that are for the legs, and this way it's kind of jumping around, or my idea was actually that it's that I'm gonna put it on that wave, which in this case gonna be like, it's supposed to represent the wave that, you know, these big waves that the surfers are using as well. Of course, it's not going to look exactly like that, but that was my idea, just so that you can make use of that wave in different ways. You know, one that looks more like a foam, like a whirlpool, and the other like I just explained. Sorry, I don't know, I'm always saying sorry, but really I'm so distracted again. Just too many things on my mind. Anyway, as you could see, I added some foam tape behind that wave, and now I'm going to show you how I put together the sentiments. I actually don't know why I left it in this video, because I did not leave it in the other videos, and this is not the first video today, so don't ask me. Sometimes I make no sense, but this is exactly how I put together all my sentiments: two of the shadow layers, and then one layer of this sentiment from white cardstock, and then the color cardstock. And you can see that the dot on the J is super small, so you need some kind of tool for that, I think. The you know, I normally try to avoid punctuation on die cuts like this, because I hate dealing with small pieces like that. But sometimes it just doesn't work, or it doesn't look good. You know, if I connect the dot to the J, it just looks weird. So, you know, sometimes I have to sacrifice for the looks. Then you also have some bubbles here. So I am just going to randomly place those. And so on this first card, my little penguin is going to dance in that wave. I bet there is not a single person that doesn't like penguins, or they are just so extremely adorable. One is just happy when they look at them, I think. So yeah, I don't normally do a lot of critters, but some of them I'm just, you know, if it comes to die cutting, I even like critters. Stamping, not so much, but die cutting, they can get really, really adorable. So that is my first card, and I'm trying to kind of create a flush surface there behind my penguin using foam tape. And then I'm just adding the Enjoy Summer sentiment. And on the other card, I'm pretty much doing the same thing as on the previous one, except I think I changed around the colors, the two blue colors. And also I'm putting the sentiment at the bottom. And then this one here is going to function as a whirlpool behind my chilling penguin. So first I used some foam tape on that floaty, and I will also have to use some more foam tape on the penguin, just so that the surface is flush. And for that, sometimes I even have to use 3 layers of that foam tape, but it's just very thin, I think maybe 1 millimeter. So that is a part of the design. And then I have 2 sharks. They are 2 different colors, and as you can see, well, because the 2 parts you die cut together, I just had to die cut them twice from different colors, and then I could switch the fin so that it stands out a little bit. if that makes sense. And then I'm placing some of these bubbles around just for some interest. And that's it for this second card. And then I had the idea for the third card because I had this whirlpool background that I actually didn't plan with. But I love grid design cards. And so I had this idea that I put multiple penguins on these whirlpools and then sharks on the other one. So every other one. And for this, I created 2 of the little dancing ones and 1 of the chilling one. And I actually have a pink floaty because I thought I don't want that much red next to each other, but then I prefer the red, so I will change that. In fact, I'm gonna glue together the 2 so it's just more firm, because I knew that I wasn't gonna use the other one for another card, so to not waste it, I'm just gluing them together. And then the sentiment comes from the Einfach so German sentiments set that's also new today, and just, you know, that means invite, because I kind of thought that this would be a fun card for a pool party, if you have a pool or a house. I don't have either of them, but lately I was watching some reality TV show which I never watch, but lately I do, and they kept having pool parties and I was feeling so jealous. I love pools. So and also it's super hot here. I don't know if we have a heat wave or, well, it's just summer, but in our apartment it's so extremely hot that you don't even have to move and you're sweating already. So then think of pools, you know. Well, anyway, so that was the idea behind this card. And I also have some of these blue bubbles, so I'll just place them all around my little whirlpools. And that's it for this card. I'm really happy that you guys really liked this die set. I hope it's not gonna sell out, because I really don't want to restock anything. I don't have any space, and yeah, and also it's too many that I have to restock. So, but I'm really, really appreciative that, you know, all the great feedback on this. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you check out the other process videos as well, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.